type of formidable relationships that we should have. But your foundation is the basis of how your house will be built. How many of you ever seen a real house being built? First thing is what? Foundation. Well, we all have that foundation also. Our parents, or whomever took care of us, teach us the things that we need to know about how to relate. A lot of times as women, the reason why we can't relate to a man is because we can't relate to ourselves, we can't relate to our mothers, and we can't relate to other women. And so we wonder why we can't relate to someone who's different from us, and we can't relate to someone who looks just like us and thinks just like us. Men, a lot of times women say, you know, well, why doesn't he understand? Well, if there's no role model, there's been no one to teach him how to understand. My question usually to the woman who's sitting on my couch with her arms folded and looking at the man and said, he should know. And I was like, how should he know? Who taught him what he should know? So we look at the foundation. That foundation encompasses all that we know. It decides how our walls will be built, what type of roof will go on the top of our houses, whether we have trees in the yard, whether we have cars in the parking lot of our lives or not. So the first relationship starts with your family, with the people around you, how you're socialized. And then you have to begin to look at going outside. How do you communicate with people? Do you trust enough? And I look at three things that are important for a relationship. The first thing is communication, the first C. Then it's compromising. And then it's commitment. And then the big T, which is trust. Too often, because we have so many maladies and so many other things that take place in our lives, we have difficulty communicating. We have problems with compromising because it has to be my way or the highway, or I don't want to be a part of it. No one wants to be able to give up on what they think or what they believe. And the other thing with relationships, a man wants to change a woman and a woman wants to change a man. People don't change, and Dr. Joyce said that. People grow. You grow through awareness, insight, and understanding. You can change your mind, you change your behaviors, you change your attitude, but the same thing they did yesterday, they can come back and do today or tomorrow. So people generally don't change. Now, God can change people, but people on their own don't change. So when you begin to look at that compromising, then you have to commit. And we get caught up with that whole submission thing. Submit means to commit. And so when you want to talk about Adam and Eve, my philosophy with Adam and Eve is that whole thing about the side and the ribs is to connotate being side by side, holding up each other. When he falls down, she picks him up. When he falls down, she picks him up. No one should be behind anybody. It's supposed to be side by side. You walk together and you hold each other up. So you have to have a commitment. And why should you submit to a fool? If a person doesn't know where they're going, why would you follow behind them? So we have to begin to look at that, okay?